Next is audience comment. We have several people signed up to address the council. When I call your name, would you please come to the podium, give your name and city of residence for the record, and you have 5 minutes to address the council. There's a timer next to the city clerk. First is Brian Hilderman.
Our thoughts and prayers go out tonight to the victims and family and friends of the horrendous Tucson shooting.
Excuse me, would you give your address?
My name is Brian Hilderman, Hilderman. I live within a City of Renton planned annexation area. I'm editor-in-chief and owner of RentonLive.com. Mayor, council members, ladies and gentlemen, a wise man said, an error doesn't become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. Another wise man said, no public official should fear dissension or public scrutiny and debate of their administration. For from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary. Without debate, without criticism, no public administration, this Renton administration, will be judged as success. Let the debate, the criticism begin today, and this administration be judged as success tomorrow. Our goal at Renton Live is to inform local citizens and let them decide the issues. The safety of every person, Renton citizens, West Hill residents who use the downtown transit center and work or walk in adjacent downtown Renton is in jeopardy. The bicycle patrol that successfully provided security has been eliminated by this administration. The annual cost for this program was $50,000. If this city is facing financial peril, where did $1.8 million originate to pay down debt for the municipal golf course? After negotiating with unions from a position of financial crisis, this administration raised property taxes and subsequently diverted $1.8 million to the golf course. The golf course is a self-sustaining enterprise fund. No public safety dollars should be diverted away from safety to the golf course. Should $1.8 million have been used instead for public safety? Was there financial peril at the golf course, which could otherwise have been avoided by increasing fees? How is it possible that this administration could raise your taxes, cut your public safety, and find $1.8 million to support a luxury, golf? We are not asking for anyone to lose their job, but clearly there is another path. It is in the spirit of correcting this error, refusing to make a mistake, we come before you today, asking this mayor, this council, to find the resources not only to correct this error, but go further. Increase the bicycle patrols in our downtown business district, our schools, Park and Ride, Coulon Park, and the Landing. Renton Police, working together with private security patrols that are sensitive to the safety requirements of our diverse citizens. This private security program has been a success. These citizens here tonight, and more who could not be here, will testify in agreement. 2 years ago, a man was stabbed in Renton at the transit center. The crime made regional headlines in news broadcasts. The crime made Renton look dangerous. The mayor reacted. He hired a private security firm to patrol the downtown. Will it take another stabbing, a beating, shooting deaths for the city to react again? We ask the city to govern, not react. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Don Dotson.
Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, Mayor, City Council persons, staff, citizens of City of Renton. My name is Donald Dotson. I am the owner of Dotson Security. I am coming before this august body tonight to appeal to you and the decision made to terminate the contract between Dotson Security and the City of Renton. I am well aware that this decision was not made that was made for economic reasons, as I believe the city has been pleased with the work of Dotson Security. However, my belief is that this decision would cause a breach in the safety of citizens and merchants in this city. The problem at the transit center was not skateboarders. The problem was young men between the age of 20 and 30 years old who have no employment, do not attend school, and all they use that area for just to hang out. We came along 2 years ago and we trained our security officers to confront these people and make them think that this was not a good place to just hang out every day. And we were successful in that. We made them go someplace else. I thought about, this week I thought about a young lady I met 2 years ago. I was down there with the two security officers, and I was walking around, and this lady was about 35 years old, and she was waiting to catch her bus. And she told me a story. First of all, she thanked us for being there. But she said to me that one day she was waiting for the bus, and she was approached by 3 young men, and one asked for a cigarette. And she said, "I do not smoke." This individual at that time took her bag and went through it. And then when he didn't find any cigarettes, he just dropped it on the ground and walked away. She felt helpless. That story stuck with me. I've been in law enforcement and security for over 30 years. I was a police officer for 13 years, and I know a little bit about public safety. I made it my business to visit the transit center, even when my security officers was not aware that I was there. I know what goes on down there, and I know the difference that we have made. And I've talked to merchants. I go around and talk to merchants, and they've thanked me and thanked our guys for being there. We have made a difference. I thought about this long and hard while I could take this. Personally, I do not. I appeal to you tonight as on behalf of employees who are now unemployed, and I appeal to you tonight on behalf of local merchants who have come to know and depend on the workers of Dotson Security as another form of safety, dependability, and being professional. This sense of security is now up in the air without a permanent or satisfactory solution. I appeal to you on the behalf of the families and individuals who live in or pass through the community on their way to home or to work, church or school. And finally, I appeal to you as a resident and a business owner of this community. I live here. I made it my business to move my business here, and I made it my home in Renton. I pay taxes here. I'm deeply concerned that we'll go back to the way the transit area was before we took over. It took hard work to convince these young people that hanging around the transit center and selling marijuana and harassing people, intimidating people, they should go someplace else. So with that, I want to thank you for listening to me tonight, and I hope with all my heart, as I was at Merrill Gardens today talking to some seniors who we have gotten to know and love very much, they would be here tonight, but it's too cold, and they don't like to come out after dark. So I thank you. I hope you reverse your decision and find funding someplace, cut funding someplace else and restore us. Thank you very much and good night.
Thank you.